Hello, everyone. I'm joined by Junkbuck today, coach for Qadsiah, the champions of EMEA, live from Korea. How are you doing, Junkbuck?
Doing good, doing good. Or very tired, actually. Very tired.
End of the day there, right? Just finished scrims.
Yeah, just finished scrims, and I just actually ever since I came to bootcamp, I'm realizing how tiring it was to do things like in on land. Like it reminded me of the days of Overwatch League where I'm so exhausted. Like I want to take a nap every 30 minutes break we have. It's like yeah.
Have you been triple blocking every day then?
Yeah, we've been triple blocking every day actually.
And what's the feeling? Going well? Happy with how the boot camp's gone?
Actually, I'm very happy with how the boot camp is going. I think we are learning a lot. We are getting a lot from like each scrim, each opponent. So yeah, I'm very satisfied.
Before we jump into more of the meta and Esports World Cup, I did want to touch on stage two. Obviously, huge success. Must be very happy with it. What do you think was what changed from stage one to stage two to move you to the top?
Oh, the change. Actually, I guess it's like just like the improvements we're always making. Maybe it just ended up adding up. So I wouldn't say there was like a huge change, I would say, but I guess just the things we were working on, we were able to build on it, I guess. Like yeah, it just and then got to the point where we were just consistent and really good.
You talked a bit last time we spoke about wanting to try and diversify the styles you could play.
Uh yeah.
Do you think you've achieved that?
No. Maybe that's something where we can only achieve like a very long term where we're the same team like multiple years. Or if you have to get the result now, we just have to play to our strengths, play to yeah yeah
Adding more problems for you to think about before.
yeah yeah.
But you can't argue with the results, right? Best in EMEA, boot camp going well. If even if you only have one style, if it's the best style, then it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess in a way we are diversifying. In a way, I guess it just depends on like what you are diversifying. But yeah, yeah. I guess we are kind of diversifying in a way. So maybe when I said no, it's not completely true. We are expanding to do more things. Actually,
Okay.
yeah.
Because it's also good news in many ways because you did so well in stage two playoffs in EMEA, and we're playing on OPR for this, so it's going to be the same patch. Does this
Mhm.
mean a lot of the comps we saw you guys excelling in the playoffs are still going to be? We're still a similar type of meta.
Actually, I think in the beginning of the boot camp, I think everybody was trying to play into their own strength, but I think people are realizing the EMEA strength is the strongest strength. So, so I think um. Wait, what was the question again? I got lost in train of
So,
thought actually.
are we going to see a similar meta to stage two playoffs?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think the meta will be very similar to what we saw. Yeah.
Well, this is good news then, because would you? It feels like on paper, maybe yourselves and Twisted Minds probably really regarded as the best Symmetra teams in the world.
Yeah, but I would say, a it's every team are gonna start practicing on it. Every team will have experience to it. So at the end of the day, maybe like uh if the tournament was right after, then I think the results would have been like more messy. But I think as more and more it comes like all the teams had enough time to prepare for the tournament. Maybe who knows? I think it can always change. yeah, like Korean teams are strong. They just have insane strong players, so they can always like learn. So
Yeah, we have fallen into this trap before, like when it was Malgameta of being like, yeah, this is this is
mhm,
better for EMEA and these other regions, and then
mhm.
you can never count out Korea.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you worry as well? For example, in EMEA, you get lots of teams playing quite similar comps to you. You know, like when we see you play Twisted Minds in the grand finals, it's a mirror in almost more or less in
Uh-huh.
every match. Now, obviously, you're playing against a lot of teams or a lot of regions with different strengths. Have you experienced that much in scrims in terms of teams trying to counter you out or play heroes that you don't run into in EMEA?
Yeah, yeah. So definitely a lot more dive, a lot more what was it? Especially like the Asian teams in general, both Chinese and Korean teams do play a lot of dive. So was a good experience to play against it. I think we got really good practice um playing against them. We learned a lot. So uh yeah, it was a good experience in general.
So you feel a bit more prepared now for when you run into
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for
all
sure.
these other heroes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, but even in EMEA, I feel like only us in TM really want to just like play the sim centric comps. Like other teams in EMEA really try to not to. So,
Hmm.
so in a way, hey, what was it? We're so experienced playing against different comps, but it's just maybe just like the dive is the only thing we didn't really experience to play against.
Yeah, no one quite like, I guess, Donghak or Jumbin in
Yeah, yeah,
EMEA on
yeah.
some of
Or
those
Goucher.
heroes.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then I want to talk to you about the group. So we'll start, I guess, with the easier end of the group in terms of the
yeah.
teams expected to be a bit on the weaker side. Zocorp, the South American team, and Team CC. How concerned or worried are you about these teams?
No, we're not worried. Or no, if I lose to those teams, I kill myself.
so, so, no doubts Al Qadsiah getting out of the group because top two go
Yeah,
through. Obviously, the big
yeah,
one is Geekay, EMEA number
yeah,
one versus NA number one. How
yeah.
do you feel you match up into them?
Um, I usually don't say this kind of stuff, but uh, if what was that? There's no way we lose to Geekay.
Yeah?
If we lose to Geekay, I'll also kill myself.
He's throwing out all sorts of promises here. So, because obviously, one thing we saw made Team Liquid sort of struggled into, I guess, some of Geekay's unique comps in terms of the BAP Lifeweaver was probably the one that gave
Uh-huh.
Team Liquid the biggest struggle. I don't know if you've had much practice against that, because I imagine you haven't scrimmed Geekay, but are you worried at all about that comp?
No, we're not worried about that comp actually. The Weaver is kind of like a fake news. It's not a real thing. It doesn't exist.
So then, a high confidence coming out on top of a group. You'll match up with Group A, which obviously has a
Yeah.
lot of strong teams in Weibo, Falcons, AG, and of course Virtus Pro as well. Is there any team you particularly want to avoid from that group, or one you think you'd match up well in that you particularly hope to draw?
I think what was it Group A? Actually, we actually scrimmed against all of them, and they all four of them are very very different actually. So it'll be really interesting. Okay, as of right now, just because we had a lot of experience playing against, or we had like uh good practice against types. I wouldn't mind playing against Weibo actually.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, so I would say the team I would want to play against would be Weibo. Oh, but I think Weibo. Oh, I heard Weibo is like really really strong team versus every other team. So,
Okay.
oh, so Weibo might actually come out on top in that group too. So who knows?
Yeah, Weibo also have a big reputation for not always being the strongest in scrims, but always turning up when it
Yeah,
matters.
yeah, yeah.
So, where would you put the current regional strength then between EMEA, North America, China, Korea? How close is everyone, or is there certain regions that are coming out on top?
From what I'm hearing from in terms of scrim results among all the people, I it feels like actually other than NA, everybody like can beat each other. But but the China region, I think only Weibo's the supposedly a good team. So it'll be any region can actually beat each other. I feel like.
And then does that include, because it's been, as someone who was from EMEA, it's been a long time since an EMEA team has done well at an international event. We have to go all the way back to Dallas last year, which is a very long time ago. Is this the sort of meta tournament? Does it feel like this could be the tournament where EMEA could beat one of these sort of elite Korean teams, or sort of do what Nightmare were able to do earlier in the year?
Yeah, I think this would be like the best chance we have like so far. So, but then I think even going forward, maybe all the regions are catching up to Asia. So maybe this might happen more often, and with just teams like coming out ahead in terms of like in certain metas actually.
And then for you guys, obviously, what does success look like? How far would you have to get in the tournament to be happy with it? Do you have to win to be happy, or the final to be happy? Top four? How far would you count as success for this team?
Actually, I would usually say number one, and no matter what, but actually I don't know. Just okay, just number one. Number
Just number
one.
one? Yeah.
Yeah, number one or fail. Number one or fail.
As well, it feels like a lot of the individuals on your team, when I look at maybe, like, obviously for Ziad, he's kind of a new player, but even for some of the players who have been round a lot longer, like, say, Landon and Checkmate, it feels like they're almost playing some of their best Overwatch we've sort of seen from them in their careers. Would you kind of agree with that idea, and what do you think has allowed them to sort of reach this new level?
Actually, I think just like the players that's been around, like especially like Landon and Checkmate. I think when I joined the team, like those two like really surprised me a lot. I had like a bias against them, I guess, from looking from the outside teams, like I would consider like a Landon like a BAP one trick or whatever or but actually they're like actually really good. They're actually really really smart. I would actually put them like in the very basically top players within the roles actually. So uh, one of the things about London is like uh I guess like both London and Checkmate, their read of the game is really good. The read of the game is really good. It's a phrase I've been using a lot this year recently. Was like you can be good at certain heroes, but you have to be good at Overwatch too. So what that means is being good at Overwatch is like having good awareness, knowing being at the right place at the right time. So it's not just about like having like crazy what was that mechanical popping off moments, but it's just you're already at an advantageous position without doing anything just because you're at the right place at the right time doing the right thing. So Landon and Checkmate is like really good at that. So uh, and then yeah, so I think that's why we've been doing really well too. Obviously, other than the obvious reasons with like Labda being just like really good hit scan and everything, and but yeah, I think so I guess maybe that's why like Checkmate had the success he had in Mayhem, and then maybe that's why London did well in was SSG. So maybe they were always just good. Maybe just from the outside like uh point of view, you don't see that unless you're the same teammates.
Yeah, it's always hard when you see a team do something smart or have like a good read of the game. Who is exactly responsible for it
Yeah,
within a
yeah,
team
yeah, yeah,
sometimes? And
yeah.
then I have to talk as well, because he's been maybe one of the biggest talking points about Qadsiah, is of course Siad. This is now second major, second big event. Obviously, first event he didn't actually get to feature that much. Obviously, a big stage, high expectations. How do you think he's going to handle the occasion?
Oh, what was it? I think one strong part about Ziyad is like he has a good personality to become a pro. So what that means is like a lot of I would say like basically 99% of the teams are gonna like hard to flame their tanks because what was it the tanks have a lot of responsibilities. So I think the Ziyad is good at taking like a pressure. I think he has a personality to like get blamed. So if it's like a if the tank players is like too whiny or too scared or or let's see too diva, then it's like actually super difficult to work with them. Or they have to be the best player in the team. If they're the best player in the team, then it's okay because like a lot of things will revolve around them. But then unless you're the best player in the world, then and like you have to have like a good personality to take like being what was it to get a lot of the flack, I guess. So I think Ziad is like um would have no issue just being on the stage. Yeah.
And then I can't not ask, obviously, because he was the new player as well. You know, you add to this stage, Kellex comes in, obviously a wealth of experience. Just seems to keep winning tournaments, Kellex, no matter what he does. What's it been? What's your opinion now? You've got to work with him for a stage. What's he added to the team?
He's the goat. He's the goat. Maybe the whole team gets like a passive buff where like our winning percentages just goes up if Kellex is on the team. So I, one of the things Kellex surprised me was like he reminded me of Moth actually when I used to work with Moth. Yeah, so I actually don't like the traditional style of main supports a lot, which means like the main supports who try to take control of the team. I don't like those kind of main supports that much. But then what was it? The Kellex, I think, what was it? He's like a very consistent. He's like a very consistent guy. He's like he reminded me of Moth a lot. So I that surprised me a lot. I really like working with Kellex, and then not just even outside the game, he's like a really great guy. He's like very very mature, very very professional. What was it? Just like it's just such a good personality to have on the team because like he just makes everybody more happy. So yeah, Kellex being added to the team was very very good too.
Yeah, it feels like everything's sort of come together quite nicely in terms of a balance of experience and younger talent and all of this, and everything just sort of seems to click together.
Yeah.
And of course, you as well. Not forgetting you. Need someone to be in charge of it all. And
yeah, I just sit here. I just have to make decisions. I have the easy job. Yeah.
And then before I let you go, Junkbuck, do you have a message to the fans? Obviously, we see a lot of the time, especially at the Esports World Cup, the fans very much respond very strongly to teams and players that are local to them. So probably expecting quite strong support once you get to the main event itself.
Yeah. I hope. I think. What was that in EWC? Whenever we play, I think like the crowd will cheer us on like crazy, as long as we're not playing Twisted Mind or Falcon, then they'll be louder. But every other team, yeah, our fans are gonna go crazy for us. So I'm excited.
All right, brilliant. Thank you very much, Junkbuck. I appreciate your time. Safe travels to the event, and obviously, best of luck. Need to win one for EMEA.
All right, thank you. The viewers probably don't know, but I've been like I forgot to. I was supposed to do this interview, but then I keep forgetting the date at the time. So I was finally able to. I'm sorry, Commander X, for like ghosting you so many times.
It is fine, Junkbuck. It was worth the wait. It does mean if you don't win your group though, I will be holding you to killing yourself though. But...
Okay. All right.
Thank you, Junkbuck.
All right. Thanks.